Think about it. The terrorists of September 11th plotted in Hamburg and trained in Kandahar and Karachi before killing thousands from all over the globe on American soil. Poorly secured nuclear material in the former Soviet Union, or secrets from a scientist in Pakistan, could help build a bomb that detonates in Paris. The poppies in Afghanistan come to Berlin in the form of heroin. This is the moment when we must defeat terror and dry up the well of extremism that supports it. This threat is real, and we cannot shrink from our responsibility to combat it. This is the moment when we must renew the goal of a world without nuclear weapons. It is time to secure all loose nuclear materials, to stop the spread of nuclear weapons, and to reduce the arsenals from another era. This is the moment to begin the work of seeking the peace of a world without nuclear weapons. I state clearly and with conviction America's commitment to seek the peace and security of a world without nuclear weapons. I'm not naive.
Obama's duplicity is perhaps historically unparalleled. As soon as he envisioned a planet without nuclear weapons, he mushroomed nuclear weapons spending to levels above the height of the Cold War. He's expanded the infamous Bush doctrine of a nuclear strike against any country, regardless of international law. Full spectrum dominance is the official term used by his administration, meaning, quote, control everything everywhere on sea, land, air, space, and outer space. US Space Command documents plan to even deny other nations the use of space. The one remaining power with the capacity to stop what the Pentagon calls full spectrum dominance, writes intelligence analyst William Engdahl, is Russia.
Washington, D.C. isn't the solution, it's the problem. Liberty is being assaulted at every turn, while Congress buries us in debt. The Founding Fathers knew this might happen. Article 5 of the Constitution gives the states the power to stop a runaway federal government, a convention of states to amend the Constitution. It's the only solution as big as the problem. It's time to stand up, speak up, and show up. Join us at conventionofstates.com.
Someone has broken into the National Bank, the Federal Reserve, a 21st century thief breaking into files, not into metal safes. The mysterious group Anonymous has struck again with a warning. This is just the beginning. ABC's senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas tells us who these people are.
This is the public face of Anonymous, the shadowy group behind the hacking attack on the Federal Reserve, which sets monetary policy for the U.S. economy.
This time there will be change, or there will be chaos.
Anonymous is a loosely affiliated network of hackers spread across the globe. During the hack of the Fed, Anonymous stole the login credentials of some 4,000 bankers from across the country, allowing the group to potentially disrupt a key emergency communication system.
Citizens of the world, we have seen the erosion of due process, the dilution of constitutional rights.
Greg House, a former member of Anonymous, says expect more attacks on the government.
All these big bankers and all these big rich people who have caused a lot of the problems we've had for the last few years are not getting prosecuted.
Max Warburg II, David Rockefeller Jr., Anna Patricia Botan, Pierre Landolt, Jacob Wallenberg, David Rene de Rothschild, Michelle David Weil.
It is a war on the web.
The largest attack ever by the hacktivist group Anonymous.
Have attacked several media, government, and music and film industry websites.
They attacked and successfully shut down the sites for the U.S. Department of Justice, the U.S. Copyright Office, Universal Music Group, the Recording Industry Association of America, and the Motion Picture Association of America.
The online assault came within minutes of the move by U.S. authorities to shut down the major file-sharing website Mega Upload.
The computer hacker group Anonymous is claiming tonight that it took down the website of the Federal Appeals Court in San Francisco this afternoon.
They took down Senate.gov servers. They've taken down HB Gary. Sony's claiming they did $150 million worth of damage.
So many confidential files that tonight, because of these hackers, can be in the hands of anyone.
Visa, MasterCard, the PayPal situation.
The criminals who hacked into Sarah Palin's private email.
The Church of Scientology says Anonymous is a cyber terrorist group of religious bigots.
Anonymous and this other group called Lulz-Sec. They seem to be wanting to prove a point.
Anonymous kind of was like the big, strong, buff kid who had low self-esteem. And then all of a sudden punched somebody in the face and was like, holy shit, I'm really strong. Anonymous calls itself the final boss of the internet, and sometimes it proves to be really fucking true. If you are going to violate the freedoms of the internet, you certainly better watch the fuck out.
They are kind of the rude boys of activism. There's a real rough edge to that, which I think also is one reason why they garner so much love and hate from people too. They represent a certain sort of chaotic freedom.
The hacker ethos has a passion for truth. It wants what's real to be out there. And it uses kind of the Philip K. Dick definition of reality. And reality is that which, when you stop believing in it, refuses to go away.
We stand for freedom. We stand for freedom of speech, the power of the people, the ability for them to protest against the government, to right wrongs. No censorship, especially online, but also in real life.
We have members throughout society and all stratas of it worldwide. Yet we have no leadership.
It's one voice. It's not individual voices. That's why we don't show our faces. That's why we don't give our names. We're speaking as one, and it's a collective. Good timing.
So the FBI shows up at 6 in the morning and they drag me out into the cold, and there's guns and the little LED flashlight in the vest. It was really obnoxious. If you so much as sneeze on someone's tablet and the government's not happy about it, then you're a hacker.
There's people that are dying for a flag, and they're being lied to. And maybe
maybe it's time for a new law. If I get the chance to do that, then so be it. And if 14 other people that are with me get the chance to do it, then so be it.
You want to see Anonymous rise up, try to shut down the message. Try to squash the message. Try to chill our speech. Then you'll see what Anonymous can do.
Right now, you could argue that the most powerful people on earth are a bunch of nameless, faceless 17 to 35-year-olds. It's like the hacker ruling class, right?
It's my community, it's my culture. I identify with Anonymous.
Whether they had a tiny, tiny part, or whether they had a substantive part in the Arab Spring or the toppling of Tunisia and the Egyptian governments, individual, young, nameless, faceless folks are having geopolitical impact. It's both exhilarating to realize that and terrifying to realize that. It kind of depends on how that power is wielded.
We are Legion. We do not forget. Expect us.
Greetings, Federal Reserve System. We are Anonymous. It has come to the attention of the collective that since your founding in 1913, you have been trying desperately hard to deface the economy of the United States and corrupt its once just government. And so far, you have succeeded and have well disguised yourself for almost a century. But now, the world is evolving, and your lies are being exposed on a grand scale. We know now that you are solely responsible for the total corruption of the United States government. We know now that you are responsible for the laws spent on surpassing freedom and promoting censorship. We know now that you, and you alone, are responsible for arranging the deaths of good men and women who would fight against you, such as John F. Kennedy. You are not a just and legal system, and we know now that you are the heart of all the problems. You have cleverly arranged through others for the United States to go to war and pillage a country's natural resources, and not allowing us to access our own. We know that you have destroyed the value of our dollars and stole all of the valuable resources for your own personal gain. And we know that you are a private bank and not the national bank, as you all claim to be. Because of this information that is now known to us, we have arranged for your demise. We will not show you any mercy. We will not give you any peace, and you will not have our complete silent cooperation. You are the bane of peace. You are the true threat to everyone. We know you are a serious opponent, and we know you are the venom to the peace and prosperity of the 99%. And for that, you must be destroyed. You may try to hold your ground against us through fear and deception, but the truth of the matter is, Anonymous does not fear you, or no one. You will be cast out of this world. You will be exposed to the public, and your control will be thrown into disarray. The Federal Reserve of the global elite will be destroyed, and scales will be brought back into balance, as this economy is getting worse and worse by every day that passes. This needs to stop. There is nothing you can do to stop us and the masses. Your destruction is inevitable. Operation Federal Reserve engaged. We are Anonymous. We are Legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. United as one. Divided by none. Expect us.